You've been named in a will, but, my dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel is speaking, and this time, it's louder than thunder. This time, it is personal. This time, he is not waiting for your pastor to tell you, for your dreams to confirm it, or for your emotions to catch up. This time, God is reaching directly into your soul and laying bare a truth that has been kept from you for too long. A truth you sensed. A truth your spirit knew. A truth your enemies hoped would never be uncovered. And that truth is this: you've been named in a will. Your name is in the document. Your blessing was written down. Heaven saw it. The ink dried. The legal authority from the courts of both man and spirit confirmed it. The inheritance is real. The blessing is sealed. But someone is fighting it. Someone is challenging your right to receive it. Someone who knows exactly what this inheritance means for your destiny. Someone who would rather see the blessing rot in the courtroom than see you rise. This is not just a legal matter. This is spiritual warfare disguised as paperwork. This is generational jealousy disguised as legal obstruction. You think it's about documents. You think it's about procedures. You think it's just about money or property. But God says no. It's bigger. It's about legacy. It's about justice. It's about prophecy. Because what's written in that will isn't just material. It's divine. That inheritance carries spiritual weight. It carries a mantle. A calling. And that's why the enemy is shaking. That's why they're trying to block it in court. They don't fear what you will receive, they fear who you will become once you receive it. Don't be deceived by the calm surface. The storm is real. There is someone you know, possibly even someone you once trusted, who is fighting behind closed doors to erase your name from what heaven has already confirmed. They smile in public. They play neutral. But behind the curtain, they are making calls, signing petitions, and even speaking to those in positions of earthly authority, trying to rewrite what was already signed in heaven. But their fight is futile. Their efforts are pointless. Because when God writes your name into a blessing, no court on earth can remove it. You've been dreaming about a breakthrough. You've been feeling something huge on the horizon. You've had visions of elevation, sudden increase, unexpected abundance. But what you didn't realize was that the seed of that blessing had already been planted long ago, by someone who knew your worth. Someone, possibly now passed on, who saw your purity, your heart, your struggle, and made the decision to include you in something bigger than you even asked for. They named you in their final wishes. They honored your name. They wrote you into history. But the enemy saw it too. And they panicked. This is not the first time they tried to block your blessing. They whispered about you before. They tried to delay things in subtle ways. They acted confused when you brought it up. But now, it's not just whispers. It's not just passive aggression. It's war. They are standing before judges, submitting papers, painting you as unworthy, as disconnected, as undeserving. But what they don't realize is that the judge who really matters is not on earth. He sits on a throne of righteousness and sees every lie, every bribe, every deceitful intention. The gavel is already in his hand. And even though it looks like the case is still pending, even though it feels like you're in limbo, the outcome has already been decided. The inheritance is yours. The blessing is sealed. The name is yours. The title is yours. The land, the money, the business, the favor, whatever was written down, is spiritually yours. And heaven is now sending divine reinforcements to ensure it manifests in your hands. Angels are surrounding the courthouse. Archangel Michael is already moving into position, sword drawn, not in vengeance, but in defense of justice. And no demon, no jealous relative, no corrupt legal figure can block what is about to be released. You don't need to fight this in the flesh. You don't need to panic or beg. All you need to do is stand in spiritual authority. Pray like you've never prayed. Speak like it's already yours. Declare the truth of God louder than the lies of man. Because this battle is not about who they think you are, it's about who God says you are. And in His book, you are chosen. You are worthy. You are next in line. There will be moments in the coming days when you'll feel discouraged. You'll receive news that seems like a delay. You might even hear rumors that someone else is being considered instead of you. But don't be moved. That's the enemy's last tactic: confusion and distraction. They want you to walk away. They want you to say, maybe it wasn't for me. But God says no. This is not the time to retreat. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to decree. Say it aloud right now: I receive what is mine. No lie can block it. No man can remove me from it. What God wrote with His hand, no court can erase. There is more to this will than you know. More names. More assets. More spiritual inheritance than anyone imagined. That's why the resistance has been so fierce. It's not just about one blessing. It's about the chain reaction that will begin when you receive it. Your entire bloodline will feel the ripple. The curse will break. The poverty will lift. The doors will swing open. And those who mocked you will be speechless. This is why you were born. This moment. This inheritance. This exposure. The fight around this will is not a delay, it's a confirmation of just how powerful your breakthrough is. The enemy doesn't attack empty vaults. He only tries to block treasure. And you are treasure. You were hidden for a time, but now you are being revealed. Elevated. Named. And no one can hide your name again. God is about to do something strange. Watch how people around you start to act. Watch how someone who once avoided you suddenly tries to reconnect. Watch how the one who tried to erase you starts to panic when they realize they can't stop the judgment from coming. Watch how their lies start to fall apart. Watch how the paperwork begins to favor you, even without explanation. God says, I will make even the corrupt ones stumble when they try to block what is yours. A dream is coming. A vision. A voice. Someone from the other side, perhaps the one who named you in the will, is about to send a divine message. You may hear it in your sleep. You may see their face unexpectedly. You may feel their presence in a room where no one else is. That is not fear. That is confirmation. They are visiting in spirit to tell you, it is done. They chose you for a reason. Not because of your perfection, but because of your purity. Not because of your titles, but because of your truth. They saw something in you that no one else did. And their blessing was not just financial, it was prophetic. You are their redemption. Their legacy. And heaven stands behind that decision. Do not mourn the delay. Rejoice in the protection. If God had released it too soon, you wouldn't have known who was secretly hoping you'd lose. Now you see them. Now they are exposed. And now, you are free to receive without contamination. This blessing will come clean, untainted, undeniable, unstoppable. In the coming weeks, prepare. Clean your space. Organize your papers. Pray over your mailbox. An unexpected envelope will arrive. A divine confirmation will appear. A phone call you didn't expect. A lawyer who suddenly changes position. A loophole that favors you. God is not only making a way, He is making a statement. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. This inheritance will not only bless you, it will change you. You will be unrecognizable. Your glow will return. Your voice will carry weight. You will walk with a new kind of peace. And your enemies will watch in silence, unable to stop the overflow. You were named in a will, and someone tried to erase you. But God says you cannot be erased. You cannot be denied. You cannot be replaced. What was written in that document is just the beginning. The real inheritance is divine, and it is already unfolding. Let them challenge it. Let them fight. Let them plot. Because their fight is already lost. And your blessing is already won. My child, you have been named in a will, and though you may not have expected it, this moment is not an accident. Heaven has been watching. God has been guiding every hidden detail of your life, even the ones you didn't know were being shaped in your favor. What feels sudden to you is not sudden to God. What seems contested now is already completed in the courts of heaven. And while earthly systems may delay justice or try to twist truth, divine order cannot be overturned. You have nothing to fear. The God who created the stars and knows each one by name is the same God who wrote your name into this inheritance for a reason. Yes, someone is challenging it in court. Yes, it feels unfair. Yes, the situation may seem like it's growing complicated. But before the first gavel strikes, before the first argument is made, God has already gone ahead of you. God has already prepared the outcome. You may not know what to say, how to defend yourself, or even why this is happening, but you are not fighting alone. Heaven fights for you. Archangel Michael stands on your left, and legions of angels surround you, not in shadows, but in broad spiritual authority. You will not be shaken. You will not be silenced. You will not be pushed aside. What God has put your name on, no enemy, no person, no legal team, no manipulator can erase. This inheritance, this will, is not about money alone. It is about divine justice. It is about restoration. It is about the years you thought were forgotten. It is about promises coming full circle. You may have wondered why you were left out before, why blessings seemed to fall into others' hands while you remained waiting. But hear this now, nothing you were meant to receive was ever truly lost. It was only held until the appointed time. And that time is now. This challenge may seem like a storm, but it is the final shaking before your blessing is handed to you in full. God says, "Do not be afraid of the voices that speak against you. Do not give power to the confusion." Even now, behind the scenes, hearts are being turned. Truth is being revealed. Those who tried to twist the narrative will be exposed. Those who operated in deceit will be confronted not by your hands, but by divine truth that cannot be resisted. You don't need to fight dirty to win. You don't need to be loud to be heard. Your dignity, your patience, your faith, these will be your strength. And they will see that you are surrounded by a force they cannot understand. The one who tried to challenge this is not your true enemy. They are a vessel confused by fear, greed, or manipulation. Pray for them, yes, but do not let them intimidate you. Their attempt to stop this will only cause their own plans to unravel. The more they press, the more God will pour out grace and justice in your life. You are not alone. The righteous judge is on your side. The courtroom may be filled with opinions, but the final word belongs to heaven. And that word is yours. You must trust now more than ever. Not trust in the lawyer. Not trust in the judge. Trust in God. Trust in the voice that whispered to you to stay calm when you wanted to panic. Trust in the timing that brought this inheritance into your life just when you needed it. Trust in the holy intuition that told you there is more happening than what you can see. You may feel uncertain, but God is not uncertain. Every detail has been mapped. Every outcome has been written. And your peace will be preserved no matter how long this plays out. Archangel Michael says you are under divine watch. That no false testimony, no dishonest paperwork, no sneaky tactic will prosper against you. Everything done in darkness is being brought to light. Every motive is being tested. And while the challenger may speak loud and fast, their case will not hold in the light of divine truth. You, however, are being held up by a much greater foundation, your faith, your integrity, your endurance, and the protection of God Himself. Rest in that. Lean into that. You are not going down. You are rising. You are not being punished, you are being elevated. You are not being attacked, you are being positioned. This challenge is not to destroy you, it is the final test before the release. And after this passes, and it will pass, you will look back and say, only God could have done this. He is with you now, in the meetings, in the paperwork, in the silence, in the long waiting hours. He is guiding the decisions. He is bending the heart of justice toward your favor. He is not letting anything be stolen from you. Even if it feels like time is dragging, know that every delay is divine alignment. You are not missing out. You are being set up. Don't be distracted by the noise. Don't let anxious thoughts steal your peace. Instead, pray. Say, God, I trust you even in the courtroom. Say, God, I place my inheritance in your hands. Say, I know this challenge cannot stop what you have promised me. Your words matter. Speak life. Speak victory. Speak trust. Heaven listens when you pray. Angels move when you call. Do not underestimate the power of your faith right now. Every moment you choose to believe, you move the heavens. Every time you say, "Let your will be done, Lord," the divine shifts the scales in your favor. Yes, the other side may have power, money, influence, or lawyers. But you have God. And when God stands for you, who can stand against you? The Psalm says, "They may gather, but not by me. Whoever gathers against you shall fall for your sake." This challenge will not prosper. It may intimidate. It may delay. But it will not win. Because your name was written on this blessing before the challenger ever imagined they could touch it. Your inheritance is not just from man, it is from heaven. And what God ordains, He protects. You are walking through a spiritual fire, but you will not be burned. You are crossing through troubled waters, but they will not drown you. You are being watched by eyes that hope you'll fall, but they will witness you rise. And God will be glorified through your calm, through your poise, through your prayers, and through your faith. People will ask, "How did you stay so composed?" And you will answer, "Because I knew who was fighting for me." Even now, while you read these words, the Spirit of God is settling in your atmosphere. You are being wrapped in peace that passes understanding. You are being reminded that no legal challenge can override a divine assignment. You are being grounded in the truth that all things work together for your good. And yes, even this courtroom battle, even this unexpected fight, even this confusion and uncertainty, it is all under divine orchestration. It is not chaos. It is not punishment. It is not failure. It is preparation for a greater release. This inheritance is not just a financial provision. It is a spiritual signpost. It is a marker of transition. It is confirmation that the years of loss, of struggle, of confusion, were not in vain. It is evidence that you are stepping into a new season. And with new seasons come challenges, not to destroy you, but to prove your endurance, your alignment, and your faith. You are passing this test not with might, but with grace. Not with force, but with favor. Not with aggression, but with holy assurance. So take a breath. Stand firm. Trust quietly. Pray boldly. God is not only beside you, He is in front of you, clearing the path. The enemy thought they could delay your destiny. But, no more. This will not drag endlessly. This will not haunt your peace. This will not drain your spirit. Instead, it will elevate you. It will clarify who you are. It will confirm what heaven has known about you all along. You are worthy, you are chosen, you are protected, and you are victorious. You don't have to know all the details. You don't have to fix every part. You just have to stay in faith. Keep praying. Keep thanking God in advance. Declare, "What's mine will not pass me." Say, "No man can take what God has given." Repeat, "The truth will shine through." These words are not empty, they are keys. Keys that unlock heaven's involvement. Keys that shift energy around you. Speak them with conviction. Speak them when you feel fear. Speak them when you feel peace. Either way, speak them. You are aligning your reality with heaven's decree. I am with you in the courtroom. I am with you in the silence. I am with you when the papers are filed. I am with you when the decisions are made. I am with you when you sleep, and I'm working when you rest. You don't have to wear yourself out trying to control the outcome. You already have the outcome in your favor. Even if it takes time. Even if it gets messy. Even if emotions rise. God is still in control. And He is not a man that He should lie. What He began, He will finish. So pray like you've already won. Trust like it's already over. Walk like the papers are already signed. Speak like the inheritance is already in your hands. Because spiritually, it already is. The natural is only catching up to what's been settled in heaven. There is no court more powerful than the divine court. And in that court, your case is closed, and ruled in your favor. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No voice raised against you will stand. No lie told about you will endure. And the truth, the pure, divine, unmistakable truth, will not only rise, it will reign. That's the promise. That's your inheritance. That's your peace. God is with you. God is fighting for you. God has already won.